Hi, my name's Craig Rosinsky. You may know me as Ghoul Guy. I'm an Australian artist, designer, and father trying to make a living in Tokyo. This video series follows me on my journey. This week I returned from a 4-day hike up in northeastern Japan called the Michinoku Coastal Trail. Let's have a look at how that went. We're back from the Michinoku Coastal Trail, and no, we didn't get eaten by a bear. If traversing rugged cliffs along Japan's coastline, the thrill of wandering pine-forested bear habitats, feasting on fresh seafood, exploring seaside caves, and riding trains straight out of a Ghibli film sounds like your kind of adventure, then the Michinoku Coastal Trail is definitely for you. Stretching over 1,000 kilometers along the Pacific coast of Japan's Tohoku region, the network of trails was developed as a symbol of recovery after the 2011 Great Eastern Japan earthquake and tsunami. We hiked around 40 kilometers over 4 days, with each day offering something completely different. To reach the best sections, we hopped between trailheads using the charming Sanriku train line. Starting with the Shinkansen ride from Tokyo to Hachinohe, we began our walk at Kabushima Shrine, a coastal shrine completely taken over by black-tailed gulls. Umbrellas are offered to visitors to avoid any nasty accidents. Curiously, the Japanese word for poop is unko. Coincidentally, un is also the Japanese word for luck, and ku is part of the word kofuku, the Japanese word for happiness. Consequently, if you get pooped on by a seagull at Kabushima Shrine, you're awarded a wooden totem and told you'll have good luck for a year. From there, we followed the Tanasashi coastline, took a dip at Shirahama Beach, and ended the day's hike at Tanasashi Campground, which ended with a head-on collision. Yahoo! On day 2, we took the train 60 kilometers south to Furai and began our hike to Kurosaki. Along the way, we passed a tsunami wall showing the 23-meter mark the tsunami had reached there, and cooked lunch with a gas burner on a pier in the middle of a deserted lagoon. We also stumbled upon a seaside art installation at Nerarihama Beach. In 2019, a group of artists foraged whatever unusual items they could find washed up along the coastline and created the items now displayed in this rest station. Day 3 from Kurosaki to Tanahata was the most punishing, with constant climbs and descents through steep forested valleys. It also had the most jaw-dropping scenery, with tree-topped cliffs revealing glimpses of the ocean, lush rainforests with precarious stream crossings, breaching whales, bats in caves, and pebbled beaches. With its ladder climbs, tunnels, and precarious cliff walks, this day had a real sense of adventure. Our destination that day, Hotel Ragaso, was itself a highlight, perched at the base of a cliff overlooking the ocean. We were greeted with a banquet of abalone, scallops, sashimi, and other local produce. On the final day, we took the train 40 kilometers south to Jodogahama Beach, a beautiful stretch of coastline with white volcanic rock formations topped with green pines. The water was crystal clear, allowing us to navigate around the many sea urchins scattered across the pebbled seabed. We travelled from there to Morioka and boarded the Shinkansen for the trip back to Tokyo. The Michinoku Trail is not only an opportunity to see some of Japan's most dramatic coastline, it gives you a first-hand look at a region affected by one of the worst disasters we've seen in our lifetime. If you're interested in getting off the beaten track in Japan, I highly recommend it. There's a Michinoku Trail Facebook group and some great guides in English online. I'll include links to those in the description if you'd like to find out more. So that's that. I'm now back at home and preparing to finish producing my risograph print collection at Handsaw Press. I'll show you what I've been up to when we meet next time.